to the mix up. It's your girl Myia Dominique, and tonight we are doing homemade turkey burgers and homemade fries. Now your girl got a new toy for the kitchen, and I am super excited to use it. Now, I don't know how this works, so we trying it together. However, I'm really excited to do the homemade fries in these. They're gonna be nice and cut equal. I'm super excited. However, it's gonna be super easy tonight, y'all. Again, y'all know the boss mom loves to give super easy recipes, super easy things for you to do. It's super easy for us to get it done quick, fast, and in a hurry for those who work like me and always got something going on, because I still got work to do when we done doing this. So let's go ahead and get us some wine going. Your girl got some Ira Mist in the building tonight. And then we are going to do our homemade fries. I think I'm going to do garlic Parmesan. So I think we're going to have some fun with that. And then we are, of course, going to make our burgers. Burgers are super easy, y'all. Who don't know how to do burgers? If you don't, hey, tonight's the night you're going to learn. So let's go ahead and pour us up and get her going. And then the first thing we're gonna do is get some oil on the stove. So I will go ahead and show you all what oil I'm gonna use in the pot, and then we'll go ahead and get that on the stove so we can season our meat up and get that ready for burger time. Dinner is on the way. So let's get some burgers and fries up on the mix up tonight. Here I have me a deep pot. This is just a large deep pot. We got us some vegetable oil, and I'm gonna fill it up about halfway, y'all. This oil is new, and I'm gonna fill it up about halfway. We want fresh oil since we got a new fry cutter. We don't want to use no old oil. We want all new oil. So halfway, guys, because again, the fries is gonna soak it up, and you don't want to have to add grease in the middle. That's just not what we gonna do. So about halfway, I got it about halfway, and I'm just gonna put my pot onto the stove, and we're gonna have it at about medium. So that way it doesn't burn. We just want it to warm up while we getting our burgers together, because we gonna cook them both at the same time. So watch what I tell you. So now that our oil is on the stove, I have our mixing bowl out because we gotta mix our meat. And then I also have our eggs. I'm going to also grab a small like plate or platter of some sort to go ahead and have that to the side for when our burgers are put together. Your girl finally remembered to grab gloves. These are not the meat gloves. I'm waiting on my package from Amazon, but I do got some gloves today. So let me go ahead and grab that platter, and then I also would like to grab some bell pepper and onion because I'm gonna mix a little of that in our meat. So let's get into it. So now that I got everything at arm's reach, the first thing I'm going to do is cut my onion and put that to the side. Then we're going to, let me find a knife, hold on. All right, then we're going to cut the tomato and then put our lettuce on there. We're gonna set that in the refrigerator. Then we're gonna go ahead and get our ground turkey. While we're here though, I can show y'all, I do use Jenny-O when it comes to the ground turkey. This is the best. And then I'm just going to dump that in there. I'm gonna mash it up with my meat masher, and then I'm gonna season it up. Once I season it up, I'm gonna season my egg yolk, add that in there, mash it. I'll walk y'all out through it again just so you can see. But just so you know, that's kind of how you just get your meat going for the start. So let's get this onion going, and then we'll move forward. Let me actually rinse this. And so, boom, boom. Now, I like grilled onions, so I think I am going to just put a few of them grilled after I make the burgers. I'm just going to saute them in there, but then some of them I'm just going to leave regular. So that's good on the onion tip. Probably too much actually, but this would be enough at least to, if I want to grill some, and then I'll probably will do a nice amount of them, just because grilled onions are just so good with burgers. Yeah. So technology is a, you know what? I thought I was recording. However, I did cut up all the condiments. So I am going to go put these in the refrigerator. I'm a cook that likes to have stuff done ahead of time. So grease is warming up because I'm smelling it, which is good. So we're going to beat our egg and then toss our meat in there. So let me put this up. So first things first, I got some eggs. I'm just going to crack both of my eggs. Put them to the side. Well, actually, I'm going to beat them, then put them to the side. Take my beater, and I'm just going to beat my eggs. And I'm thinking I might need one more, but we'll see once I get my meat into the mixing bowl. So you're just going to mix these eggs real good because you need them really beaten when you're mixing them in with the meat. So we got the egg beater. Now, I am picky about my ground turkey. Like I said, I do use Jenny-O ground turkey. I get it from Walmart. I'm going to put it all in here, and then I'm going to season it up. So I got some adobo seasoning. This is the Saison. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of that in there. Then I got me some Lori seasoning salt. You cannot go wrong with Lori's. Just a sprinkle. Boom. Now we're going to add us a little adobo total seasoning. And then me, I do a little cowboy seasoning and a little seasoning pepper. The reason I do a little seasoning pepper to give it a kick, the cowboy seasoning gives you that barbecue flavor, even though it's not being barbecued. And then onion salt, well, I think that just go without saying. You need a little onion salt in there. We don't got no bell peppers and onions in there, so put a little onion salt. Now, I'm going to mix this around with my hands first just to see where the seasonings are at. If I need some more, if I need a little less. Because once you put them gloves on, it's going to take your seasoning away. So, I want to make sure my meat is well seasoned when I create my burgers. So, I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands and re-season and then put my gloves on. So now I'm putting my gloves on and I'm going to go back in with my same seasonings one more time just because I feel like it's not seasoned enough. I want you to be able to really taste my flavors. And ground turkey is one of those meats, unfortunately, where, you know, you got to do a little extra. Just like when you fry chicken, you got to season it up a little bit more because it's going in flour and it's going in your batter, you know, kind of that same kind of drift. So I should not have dried my hands. I dried them, but they gotta be super dry to get these bad boys on. Okay, so I got my gloves on. We're gonna go back in with some Lori's, just a tinge. I don't want to over season it, but I definitely want some. A little bit more onion powder. Just tap, 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 tap. Then we got some cowboy seasoning again. Boom. Some seasoned pepper. Boom. My Saison. And my favorite after soy bay. Total seasoning. And we gonna mix this up. Now this time when we mix, we trying to really get the flavors in. So put your hands in the meat and really move it around. Move them seasonings around and get all of the flavors everywhere. Because like I said, ground turkey is just one of those things. So keep going, y'all. Mix, mix, mix. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my egg in a second. So looking at my meat, I can show y'all. I'm thinking 3 eggs. So I'm going to go on and move that to the side and add me 1 more egg. And beat that in there really quick so I can go and add it to my meat. Now, for those who don't know, your egg makes your meat stick together. Usually I would add a little breadcrumbs if it was like a salmon croquette type of thing, or even like a, I don't know, crab cake. When you do crab cakes, I know you have to use kind of the same method, but with breadcrumbs. But with the burger, You don't need no breadcrumbs because you don't want no breadcrumbs in your burger, right? So now we're just going to dump our egg in there. And again, we're going to add a little bit more of just your basic seasoning, which is your Saison, because now you got this egg in here. Your total seasoning and your Lorry's. That's it. I know y'all like, yeah, girl, that's a lot. But once you make that egg in there, I'm telling you, you want your stuff to have flavor. So now we're going to go in one more time with our glove on before we start forming burgers. Now me, I'm going to mix it all around. I'm going to make sure all the egg yolk is soaked in. Because you want your egg to stick to your meat, and you want your meat to stick together. These bracelets is terrible. I gotta remember next week to take this off. I'm gonna be doing stuff like this. However, we're gonna keep mixing it up until you feel like all the egg yolk is in there. Me, sometimes I go get my meat beater or my meat grinder and I just push it through. But honestly, I don't think I need to, because this meat is definitely sticking. It's all sticking together as I'm looking at it now. And it's looking real seasoned. The other thing with egg is you don't want your meat to taste eggy. If anybody knows what eggy is when you taste the egg in your cooked food. You don't want no dairy or no eggy taste in your burger. So that's another reason why I say take your time when you're mixing it up and make sure it's sticking. When it's sticking, you will know. You won't see no egg batter. You won't see none of that. You mix it like it's a cake, but you mixing your burger meat. So give it one more scoop through. Make sure you don't see nothing. I don't see no egg, nothing in here. So I think I'm good to go. So now I'm going to go ahead and start forming my burgers. Now, let me move this plate back and let me just rinse this one more time just to make sure we ain't add no bogus nothing. So hold on, y'all. Now, I'm gonna pat it dry just so we ain't wet. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start forming burgers on here so we can take it to the stove. Because I smell our grease and we just about ready. So we can actually put those both on at the same time. So I'm gonna show y'all what I mean when I say that. So take your first one and you're just gonna form a patty. Me, I like to make them a nice size because you gotta remember, they are gonna shrink. So even when you think like, oh, that's gonna be too much meat, it's probably not gonna be too much meat because they're gonna shrink. The burger is gonna get smaller. So get you a nice size, couple size burgers. I'll probably make about 4 or 5 out of these, maybe 6 if I'm lucky. I don't make myself a big burger at all. So that's just me. However, my babies, they are growing boys. And unfortunately, as much as I want to think they ain't going to eat that much, baby, they eat that much. Especially my oldest son. It's going to be my football player, I'm hoping. My little baby, he's saying he want to run track. Now, since we making burgers, story time. How did I learn how to make burgers? Let me tell y'all, when I used to eat ground beef on the regular, burgers was something that I felt like should be easy, right? This ground beef, you put them together. Didn't know nothing about egg when I was first starting out cooking. Caught myself making a burger, y'all. Put it in that grease. And at the time, I didn't know the healthier way was to make your burgers and olive oil as well. So, another thing. I end up putting it in the grease, and I want to say it was either canola oil or vegetable oil. However, it wasn't olive oil. And I put it in there, y'all, and when I say the whole burger just fell out in the skillet, I was so mad. And at the time, I thought, you know, I was like in this girlfriend mode. I was with my youngest son's father, and It was terrible, y'all. Bad idea. So I'm going to get a paper towel because I'm going to make me a layer so I can put our next set of burgers on. So I'm going to grab a paper towel and put these here, and then we're going to go ahead and continue. So that is 4 burgers I got right there. So we might be on to 6 burgers. You never know. I caught myself making them a nice size. Now I hope I don't get them in there and then they super small. This is one thing I wish they had, like a burger cutter, and they probably do. I just ain't found it. But when I redo my kitchen and I get it really how I want to get it for these next couple of years of growing and stuff, baby, let me just tell you, that doggone, if they got one, I'm gonna find it. Cause I'm getting one. Cause my boys love burgers. I'll say my older son does. My younger son, he a pasta dude. He like bread. He like breadsticks, biscuits, French toast, anything like that. He's down with that. So definitely gonna invest in a burger cutter if they have one. Cool. Stop it. Press the close. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish these last couple of burgers. I feel like, oh, we got 8 burgers out of this. I am super surprised. But I guess that was a big pack of ground turkey. But we'll see. We'll just see how it go. Cause I could say that and then the burgers be super little, y'all. And then I'm gonna be like, oh, I messed up. So yeah, we'll just see. Let's see how it go. I'm gonna reform that one. Add a little bit to it. And don't be afraid to scrape them sides. I'm one to not waste nothing, baby. I scraped the sides. Give me all that. Everything that was in the pack, give it to me. So, yeah. Form them, y'all. Form them nice. Form them good. And then we got the last burger coming out. And I'm just scrape everything that's left in there. Because this will probably be my burger since it's so small. Scrape it off. Scrape it off. And boom. We got 8 burgers coming out. So literally everybody in my household could have 2 if they wanted to. Let's go ahead and boom. We got burger formed. And so now we're gonna go get these started on the stove. We're gonna cover them, and then we're gonna come over here and get these potatoes started. So I am here at the stove. I'm going to show you all when I put the burgers in the skillet. However, I do use olive oil. No special kind of olive oil spray. I do just spray me about 4 to 5 sprays in here, warm it up. I'm gonna cook mine on medium, and then I also cover my skillet. So let's get into making these burgers, y'all. So first I'm gonna take the spray and just spray it in. And I said 4 to 5 sprays when I really just should have said 4 to 5 seconds, right? So spray it enough where you know it ain't gonna burn. Now I always heat my skillet up first, so when I put my stuff in, it already is ready to cook. So the first thing I'm gonna do is take my first burger and take it and put it into my skillet onto the olive oil. Now you may have to reform your burgers just a tinge, but you shouldn't have to do too much if you formed them pretty good. Again, you don't want them to cook too fast, so that's why you have your skillet on medium. As you're sitting your burgers in, it should be super easy to sit them in there without anything falling apart, and that's how you know your egg has worked and done its job. So now I'm gonna let these cook for maybe about 15 to 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna turn it over and do the same thing on the other side. It may take a little longer, it may not, depending on how fast it cooks. With the olive oil spray, It usually takes mine about 15 minutes. I'm gonna get the cover it up, and now we're gonna go ahead and get the fries going. So burgers are going, they looking good, it's smelling good in here. So now we have our potatoes, homemade fries. Now these are jumbo baked potatoes or baking potatoes. I got them from Walmart, nothing too special, no name brand stuff. I'm gonna take maybe, I'll say 5 of these out because they're pretty big and they seem to slice them pretty small. So I don't think we're gonna have to do too much. However, we are going to get 5 of these and rinse them. And after we rinse them, we gotta peel them. That's the fun part, right? So, we got our potatoes rinsed off, and you gotta be a clean cook. We don't want no nasty stuff. So I got 2 bags so that when I peel, the peelings just go right into the bag. It's super easy. I got this peeler from Dollar Tree, so you don't have to do too much. However, y'all know I'm gonna get me a pink and gold one when I redo this kitchen. But that's neither here nor there. That means nothing. We can peel this potato super easy, super quick. It don't take long. Peel your potatoes. You're gonna do all 5. After you do all 5, you're gonna cut all the potatoes in half because we're gonna put them in our fry cutter and put it to work and see what it do. So that's one. Let me see. What was the first time I ever made fries? I don't remember the first time I ever made homemade fries. All I know is I can't cut because I'm left-handed and I don't like it. So this fry cutter is gonna come in handy. And I got it at Walmart. It was, I think, like $17, $17, $18. The receipt in the car, so I don't know. But it wasn't real expensive. It's not really expensive at all, actually. And I hope it worked. Because there's going to be everything if these fries come out how it look on that little manual thing. So I got 2 done. I didn't make fries homemade at first because I felt like I don't want to do all the work that come with it. But again, when you know what's in processed food, you be like, don't get me wrong, I love a good restaurant, a good fast food joint, but if I gotta choose homemade, I'll choose homemade. So while we cutting this last one or peeling this last one, we're gonna take a break and check on our burgers. Burgers are looking good, nice and juicy. They almost done cooking. So we got 2 more potatoes to go. We're gonna get this one cut up or peeled, and then we're gonna cut these in half. Again, I don't know how this thing gonna work. I just know that on the manual, it look like it do what it's supposed to do. So we're gonna hope that it do what it's supposed to do for us today, because I'm gonna be a little upset because I really do not know how to cut. And by me being left-handed, I do everything backwards. So, yeah, tough life. So now it's time for the fun part. I'm ready to use it just like y'all. So first, I'm gonna cut this potato in half. And I think I'm just gonna cut them all in half. Get it out the way. Cut it in half. Cut it in half. And then we're gonna put the halves through the fry cutter. So let's see how this goes. They're all cut up. Okay. So now we got this. We're gonna put it on there. We're gonna put it on the fry cutter. And then supposedly you're just supposed to push it down. And it's supposed to cut your fries. Now they didn't say you have to have super strength, but okay. It definitely gave me fries. Okay. I like this already. Let's do it. I'm gonna be cooking fries all the time for nothing. Just so I can come in here and mess with this thing. play with y'all. And I guess the whole potato would give you like the big or the longer fries. Because I cut them in half. These are like shorter fries. But we'll take it. Fries is fries, baby. What? We is in business over here. Ooh. Don't play. This is nice. I wonder do they got this in pink. My son in here looking at me like, really, Mom? Uh-oh. I ain't strong enough for this side, am I? Okay, there we go. Woo! Alright, I'm gonna do this one. Then we're gonna go check on our burgers. Hey! Our next 4 burgers are on. We got our first set off. I'll show y'all those in a second. But let's get into these fries. Like, what the heck? I am like in amazement with this fry cutter. It literally cuts every piece of the potato. Literally. Now, we don't have a lot of fries. I don't think I'm going to cut all of these. Potatoes. But I'm definitely going to do... No, I'm going to cut them off. Because they short fries, so probably want a little bit more. All right. My strength. You definitely gotta have a little strength when you're doing this, because what? Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Cool. Gotta put these fries in the bowl. This is nice. Nice. We got fries. Cool. Don't play. Alright. You gotta have some strength sometimes with some of these potatoes. Uh-oh. No, I didn't broke it. Okay. Let's see. So our second set of burgers are looking really good. And this are the misses. Okay. So I am really mesmerized by the fries. But however, we are ready to go. So now that we got all our fries together, we're going to go to the stove. And that oil we heated up in the beginning, we now about to put these fries in that oil. Cool? Cool. So literally we're going to take these fries that we have and drop them into the grease. We want them golden brown. So we definitely want them to cook for a while. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, you should dry them first. But, yeah, no, I'm not. And so I think I'm going to do half regular fries and half garlic Parmesan to give a little variety. And you're just going to let them cook. Nothing too major, nothing too extra. Fries are super easy. All right, guys, so we got our fries going. They cooking, smelling good. That grease is moving. And then we just checking our turkey burgers. I'm flipping them just to make sure we cooked thoroughly on both sides, giving it a crunch, giving it that And then I got some provolone cheese slices, and I'm just going to add those on there. Now, me, I like to add mine on while they still on the skillet and it's a little hot so they can melt down. So while I let them melt down, I'm going to wash my hands and go ahead and let that do what it do. Meanwhile, we about to get them onions popping. Now, I told y'all I love me some grilled onions. So I took the burgers out and using that same little grease that the burgers was in, I did spray a little bit more olive oil spray. But I want them flavors from that burger. That burger grease, that burger flavor, I need all that, okay? So we're going to get the onions in there and we're going to grill them up real good. And make sure they saute to the point where, It's nothing that you could do but look at them and be like, ooh, them grilled onions. Look at them. They coming together nice. And you don't have to cook it on high, y'all, so chill. So as you all can see, our onions are looking really, really good. I'm getting ready to basically take them out the skillet. Fries are pretty much done. Well, the first batch is. So I'm getting ready to take those out, and then I'll show you all what it's looking like from there. So now we're getting ready to do our buns. I use garlic butter. These buns are from Walmart. Again, I don't do the name brand. I didn't even pick these, so I don't know. But I use garlic butter. I'm going to put them on the skillet and then just brown our buns so that they have a little garlic flavor and they have a little flavor and they're not too plain when you bite into this good old burger that I just slaved over. And I'm hot. But shop my fan on my little Amazon storefront because it's coming in handy tonight. It got 4 speeds. I said 3. Woo! So I have my garlic butter out ready to put it on my pan, and I'm going to spread it around real quickly so that it can heat up. Then I'm going to take my buns and I'm just going to face them down first. Let them cook on that side, then I'm going to let them cook on the other side. I cook this on low too, y'all, so nothing too high. You don't want your bread burning. Bread is already soft, so you don't need to like cook it on high and have it all burn up and crunchy. We don't want no burnt burger buns, no burnt bread. We just ain't doing it. So let it cook on both sides. I would stay on one side for about 7 minutes and then on the other side on low. So it's going to cook slow, but that's what you want it to do. You want it to just give your bread a little crisp. You need it a little crunchy. You want that buttery. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't play with them buns. So flip them over and then do the same thing on the other side. And you should be just about done in the next few minutes. Burgers should be definitely on the way. So I made regular fries and garlic parmesan. So I'm going to take y'all through the garlic parmesan. These are a fresh set of fries that are out of the grease. And so now you're just going to take you some Parmesan cheese. You're going to throw that over it. And then, okay, there we go. And then you're going to take some garlic salt. You're going to put a little bit of that on there. And then you're going to take some parsley and some Italian seasoning. And put a little bit of that on there. And then you got garlic Parmesan fries. Mix them through. And we good to go. Add a little parsley for some color. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. And now we got garlic Parmesan fries. All right, everything is done and ready to be plated. So now I'm getting ready to plate the food, and then we're going to see what the people got to say because I'm not ready for all the smiles that's coming for after this burger. So hold tight, we done. Okay, we're gonna see what the people have to say. He has mayo, mustard, tomato, lettuce, grilled onions on his burger. And he has Parmesan garlic fries, not the plain.
Well, take a better than
You good?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey. Alrighty. Alright, so y'all heard what the people had to say. 10 out of 10. Your girl is on one. I ain't missed yet, and we don't never miss on the mix-up. So if you like the recipe, if you liked how quick it took, If you liked how I walked you through it, like this video. Comment and let your girl know how she did. Let your girl know if you feeling it or if you like, eh. And then most of all, subscribe if you have not subscribed, because what you waiting on, we get it busting on the mix up. But most importantly, hit the notification bell. So if you already are subscribed, you don't miss a thing. But that's all for tonight, y'all, on the mix up, and I'll see y'all next week. Again, I'm your girl Myia Dominique, the hostess with the mostest, the mom, chef, and the boss mom. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye.